Fight scheduled for 10 rounds. The vacant North American Super Welterweight title is on the line. Melvin Murray in the white stripe and black pants going against Curtis Bush in the all black trunks on the left of your screen. Both fighters showing no shyness as we open up this 10-rounder.
Melvin Murray, known as a very aggressive fighter, is not afraid of anybody, from Nova Scotia.
And he barrels down Curtis Bush. No knockdown.
Murray very proud of his native Indian heritage. Curtis Bush, one of the most experienced fighters that we see in ISKA Kickboxing, fighting since 1979. Record of 40 wins, 8 losses, 2 draws, 29 knockouts for Curtis Bush.
The man is still in terrific shape, Mike Sawyer. After fighting so many years, I'm sure he knows how to get in shape for a fight, and he comes in looking very trim.
Called the explosive thin man because he's tall and thin, has fought most of his career at around 150 pounds, this bout at 153. Curtis Bush held the world title in this super welterweight division at 153 until May of this year when he lost that title in Littleport, England to Mark Weller. Bush says this is his last fight at 153. He just feels like he can't hold that weight anymore. He'll move up to the next higher division, up to 159 pounds after this bout. See here, the kick judge is judging those kicks. Both fighters required to throw 8 legal kicks per round.
The end of round 1. Curtis Bush, very experienced fighter. I'm sure he's probably looking forward to a pizza or two after this, moving up to the next weight class. Melvin Murray also holds a title in this weight class, in the middleweight class. This is super welterweight. As we begin round 2, scheduled for 10.
As fighters age, it becomes more difficult for them to maintain those lower weights. Their basal metabolic rates are just not high enough to keep the support the calorie consumption.
That's not just fighters, Mike. I tell you, all of us.
But Bush has lasted at those weights longer than most.
Vicious straight right from Melvin Murray.
Very aggressive Melvin Murray in this fight. For looking at a 10-rounder, he's expending a lot of energy early on. Bush working with his trademark right leg side kick, trying to keep Murray away.
Murray just pushing Bush around the ring. Bush landing with those side kicks, but missing a lot also. He needs a little more slide on his supporting foot, close the distance with Murray and those side kicks. Murray with a couple of good front kicks underneath.
Hands up free, guys.
Surprisingly active for a second round is Melvin Murray. Two down, 8 to go. Melvin Murray has been taking the fight to Curtis Bush so far in the first 2 rounds. Now we begin round 3.
Bush with a nice side kick to the face, a little broken rhythm on that kick. Bush has landed well with his kicks in the first 2 rounds, but Murray has just overwhelmed him with aggressiveness and certainly has gotten the judge's nod, I would think, in these first 2 stanzas. Bush needs to pick up the pace or he'll find himself way behind going into these middle rounds.
Well, the experienced fighter Bush, I'm sure, knows how to pace himself. I'm also pretty sure we can expect more action from him in these coming rounds.
Oh, nice two-punch combination by Bush. Very accurate with that straight left and right hook. Bush also is a pro boxer, one of the few kickboxers who endeavor to cross over into both sports.
Melvin Murray is deadly accurate with his kicks.
Going very well, particularly the straight kicks up the middle.
I would think that Bush's boxing experience would help him in the clinches as well.
Well, when Bush has stood in there and traded with Murray, Bush has gotten the better of the exchanges. It's just Curtis Bush always starts slow, but he's used to 12-round world title fights. In 10-rounders, he's got 2 less rounds to start slow in. He needs to show his stuff earlier on.
So again, Melvin Murray very active. Curtis Bush wondering which corner he's going to go to, does find his own.
They inside on these punching combinations. Generally, Bush has gotten the better of Murray. Bush punching deceptively hard. He's tall and thin, but he gets a lot of hip rotation, upper body torque in those punches. 29 knockouts out of his 50 fights.
Melvin Murray anxious to get it on. Round 4 now. Comes out quick.
Bush has also won most of his boxing matches by knockout. Generally later round with 2 and 3 punch combinations.
Bush starting to land some techniques.
Well, if I was Melvin Murray's corner, I would tell him to continue to do what he's doing. If he allows Bush to set him up as this fight moves into the middle rounds, Bush is more accurate and hits harder with his techniques. If Murray allows himself to be set up, Bush is going to change the tempo of this fight dramatically.
Murray connecting.
Murray doing all the right things now. Keeping Bush off balance, staying on top of him.
One more! You got it,
Saw the timing of that kick by Murray on the counter kick. Just as Bush is bringing his leg down, Murray goes forward.
Murray is doing a good job of making Bush miss also with the jabs and the straight lefts. Moving his head just slightly to the side. Bush is catching mostly air.
Bush felt that roundhouse to the ribs.
Murray catching most of those on the gloves.
We are through 4 rounds. Back with more in a moment. Curtis Bush looking at Melvin Murray as a very, very able opponent. Melvin Murray has shown very good so far through 4 rounds.
Look at determination on Curtis Bush's face before this round started, but he's going to have to do more than just have that look. He's going to have to get busy with some kicks and punches. To this point, Melvin Murray all over him, and I'm sure way ahead on the judges' scorecards.
Yeah. One more! 3 more!
This is not where Melvin Murray wants to be, as we've seen time and time again. Curtis Bush getting the best in those clinches. Murray has been successful keeping his distance from the explosive thin man.
Murray's at his best, closing the distance with punch-kick combinations and then moving back outside. Exactly what he did there. Bush with no counter punches, no follow-ups. Oh, good right hand by Murray. One of his best punches of the fight so far.
Well, the boxer in his other life, Curtis Bush, is losing the boxing match right now to Melvin Murray.
Step back, please.
The end of round 5, and Melvin Murray is not letting up. Curtis Bush has a big puzzle to solve.
Well, Bush has got to shift his strategy at this point. He doesn't have that many more rounds left. He's allowing Murray to close on him every time and then dictate whether the action is going to continue inside or he moves out. Bush can't afford to spend time and energy with kicks like the one you just saw. A little double roundhouse kick that did nothing but maybe show his flexibility and expertise. But he needs to build up points. He needs to land some hard shots on Melvin Murray. Slow him down some and press the judges.
This is a title fight for the vacant North American Super Welterweight belt, scheduled for 10 rounds.
Bush still inexplicably allowing Murray to set the tone and pace of this fight.
You got him! You got him!
Melvin Murray has a huge gas tank, Mike. He is relentless.
He hasn't slowed down a bit since the first round. But Bush must know that he's losing points on the judges' scorecards with every combination that Murray lands on the attack.
Good right from Bush.
Good right hand followed a 3-punch body combination. Interestingly, Murray has not body punched at all in this bout, preferring to kick to the body and punch solely to the head.
Great toe-to-toe action from Toronto.
Bush walked into that front kick.
Great fight. More after this. Melvin Murray on the left of your screen and Curtis Bush have gone toe-to-toe the last few rounds. Melvin Murray, though, started out quick and he's not let up at all.
Got a spinning back fist attempt that landed with the elbow to the top of Curtis Bush's head. Referee taking a point away from Melvin Murray. No warnings for spinning back fists that land with the elbow. It's an automatic 1-point deduction on the very first time that it happens.
That could be a decisive point in this fight.
Judges using the modified 10-point must system. Winning fighter gets 10 points in each round. Losing fighter, 9.5 or fewer. Bush has just got to get busier, Lon. Just not enough going on. He's taking too many shots.
There you see 5 techniques on that charge by Melvin Murray.
Get thick, Curtis, get thick.
Murray has Bush's right hand trapped. It's on the other side of his body. The referee could not see it.
It'll draw a warning if the referee does see it.
So Curtis Bush goes back on the right of your screen, and you say he has to do more.
Curtis Bush is giving away too many rounds in this fight. He doesn't have too many more rounds to go. Letting Melvin Murray dictate the pace of this fight has not served Curtis Bush well. Melvin Murray has not gotten tired. That spinning back fist attempt landed on top of Bush's head. Fortunately, had it landed on the face, it may have cut him. Bush had ducked the spinning back fist, and that's the only thing that saved him from a cut on the front of his face.
Round 8 scheduled for 10.
Now here again, I don't understand Curtis Bush not taking the aggressor role. He's a very experienced fighter, hits very hard, can do anything. Any kicks with his feet, has very sophisticated hand combinations, and none of it matters. The other fighter is the active one all the time.
Well, even a novice fan of boxing or kickboxing has to know when somebody goes this hard as Melvin Murray has through 7 rounds, they're bound to tire. And maybe Curtis Bush is feeling that as well. But so far, Murray has shown no signs of letting up.
Well, these flurries by Bush now are the only real activity by him at a Curtis Bush level, at least, that we've seen in the last 3 or 4 rounds.
Keep going. Go. Let's go. Keep on hard punch.
Good right hand by Melvin Murray.
Now it's Bush looking fatigued.
Bush covering up.
You see Bush wave his foot out and then cover up as Murray comes forward. Not the sign of a real confident fighter this late in a bout.
Right there is where Bush should be taking command. Moving in when Murray backs off. Coming underneath with hard kicks and then using those hand combinations up top.
Let's see it around 8. Ready for round 9, scheduled for 10 rounds. Melvin Murray on the left of your screen, the black pants and the white stripe, going against Curtis Bush.
Good double kick by Curtis Bush. No real damage, but showed off his flexibility.
You were faulting Curtis Bush for not being as active as you think he should have been. I'm sure that is just exaggerated now. He needs to be even more active in these final rounds.
He's only got now 3 minutes of fighting to show the judges that he should be the champion. This is a vacant title. He doesn't gain the advantage of being a champion and has to have the title taken from him. He's not given the benefit of the doubt just because of his stature and his record. He has to show that he can dominate Melvin Murray, and it's a little late to do that with points. He's going to have to show it with a knockdown or a knockout.
Well, that brings back an earlier point we discussed, how this is Curtis Bush's last fight in this weight class. Did he have to work too hard, train too much, wear himself down too much to get to this weight? And he doesn't have anything left for these final rounds.
I can't help but think that that's the case. This isn't the Curtis Bush we normally see in the ring here tonight. I think that he's weakened from losing that weight. I think it's a good decision for him to go up a weight class.
I guess they'll call him the explosive medium-sized man instead of the explosive thin man then. Nearing the end of round 9. 1 round to go. I think it's Melvin Murray's fight to lose at this point, Mike Sawyer.
I think so. I think he's firmly in control. He could lose on points this last round and, by my estimation, still win this fight on decision. Curtis Bush has to be coming out for a knockdown here in the 10th round. This is from round 9. Again, Bush letting opportunities slip away. The double kick lands. Bush backs off. Lets Murray take the aggressive roll back. That's what Murray has done so well this entire fight.
Well, Melvin Murray began this fight on adrenaline. The middle few rounds were on conditioning, and I'm sure now, with it in his grasp, this 10th round, not only conditioning, but he's got that adrenaline back. The final round for the vacant North American Super Welterweight title.
Keep it clean. Keep going. 7 more.
Bush again, just against the ropes, taking the punches. If his plan is to win by a knockout, he's not doing the things to make that happen.
Melvin Murray can counteract a lot of the actions of Curtis Bush by just moving forward. And that seems to be what he's attempting to do.
1 more. 1, 2, right leg.
Bush turning left side forward, trying to land the left hook. Bush is left-handed, although he fights southpaw most of the time, but we'll watch him switch. When he wants to land the left hook, he'll switch left side forward. Right now, all he's doing is covering up. It's a little late for body punches also by Bush. Can't really understand this strategy, Lon. He should be giving it everything he's got in this last round, these last 45 seconds.
Let's go. 30 seconds.
Murray not slowing down at all.
What a classy fighter. What a show of courage from Melvin Murray.
Murray has been non-stop from the beginning of round 1 till the final bell here in the 10th.
He does have good technique, but so does Curtis Bush. For Melvin Murray, his performance is coming out of the gym and out of the training that he has taken on. As the 10 rounds are complete, Melvin Murray taking it to Curtis Bush, and as Murray goes back to his corner, his arm raised, he hopes in triumph. Curtis Bush, he's just a survivor at this point. As they wait the decision for this 10-rounder.
And he will be here to present the belt to the winner in just a moment.
Well, Melvin Murray fought a masterful fight. He just stayed on top of Curtis Bush from the opening bell, and Bush completely stifled in his attempts to use that trademark spinning back kick and straight left hand that have earned him knockouts in so many previous fights.
What we have here on short in the red corner, Curtis Bush.
Whoa, Curtis Bush comes through with the victory from the judges in a majority decision. Quite a surprise, but congratulations.